There is just something about a walk-off victory that elevates the mood of baseball fans. Hello, Timber Rattlers fans. I'm Chris Mehring, the radio announcer for your Wisconsin Timber Rattlers. I have been around for a lot of great moments in Timber Rattlers history. In this new series on Timber Rattlers TV, we are going to look back at my favorite walk-off wins. These were the wins that made you cheer and made me raise my voice just a little bit. In looking back on these games and sharing them with you on a Friday afternoon, we want to elevate your mood and help you walk off into the weekend. Late in the 2018 season, the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers found themselves 29-29, and they were on the outside of the playoff race looking in. They were facing a Quad Cities team that had already made the playoffs as the first half champions, but the River Bandits were still playing well and looking to definitively knock out the Rattlers from playoff contention. A late rally by the Bandits put them in front, but no matter how things are going, you can't give the Rattlers a chance. That was the mistake Quad Cities made as the game came down to a ninth-inning swing by Eddie Silva to bring a crowd of nearly 5,000 to their feet. The early story of this game was Scotty Sunich frustrating Quad Cities hitters as he had 6 strikeouts over the first 3 innings. Tristan Lutz gave the Rattlers the lead with a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 3rd. Sunich got strikeout number 7 after a leadoff single in the 4th, but issued a walk and gave up a single to load the bases. Sunich escaped on a 5-4-3 double play. Zach Clark added to the Wisconsin lead with a triple to right center that scored Gilbert Lara. The River Bandits got something started in their half of the 5th on a hit batsman, a wild pitch, and a fly out to center. Eddie Silva dropped a pop-up in shallow right for what would have been the second out, and the runner from 3rd scored. The Bandits' defense made a mistake with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th as KJ Harrison reached on this throwing error. Walks to Chad McClanahan and Peyton Henry loaded the bases and forced the River Bandits to change pitchers. Gilbert Lara greeted Tim Hardy with this infield single, and the Rattlers were up 3-1. Carlos Herrera took over on the mound for Sunich in the top of the 6th and gave up this bloop single, another bloop single with 1 out, and this soft single to allow a run to score and put runners at the corners. Trey Lawson was next, and he flew out to center. The runner at 3rd gambled against the arm of Zach Clark and lost to the delight of a fired-up Peyton Henry behind the plate after the tag. Quad Cities loaded the bases in the top of the 7th on a painful hit batsman, a walk and a single. Clayton Andrews usually got called in for these situations and usually excelled. However, in this game, Jonathan LaCroix singled to tie the game. David Hensley drove in the go-ahead run with a sacrifice fly. And Alfredo Angarita added an insurance run with another sacrifice fly before Andrews got the final out with a strikeout. The score remained 5-3 as the Rattlers were held off the board in the 7th inning by Hardy and the 8th by Willie Caiado. Matt Hardy went to the mound for the top of the 9th to keep the Rattlers within striking distance, but walked Kimberly native Scott Schreiber to start the inning. LaCroix was next, and he sent this fly to medium left. Jay Feliciano had an easier time tracking this ball than our camera operator. Schreiber tried to tag and was out at second on the double play. The throw from Silva was in plenty of time. Then Hensley grounded out to Silva to end the inning. In the bottom of the 9th, Zach Clark singled past Schreiber. 1 out later, Lutz singled to left. Silva was down a strike after the first pitch, but he made up for his error earlier in the game with this lightning bolt to left. Down by 2 in the 9th. 2 on, 1 out. Silva to left field. It's deep. It's gone. They've done it again. Eddie Silva
3-run homer, and the dugout empties to mob him at the plate. He turned on one inside and lined it just inside the pole down the left field line. And the Rattlers have their 9th walk-off win of the season. And I'm hearing an Eddie chant. Oh, brother. Rattlers win it tonight 6-5 over the Quad Cities River Bandits.
The 2018 Timber Rattlers did miss out on the playoffs, but they went down to the wire in several games down the stretch. In the second half, they were involved in 12 games that were walk-offs. They won 8, but lost 4. A walk-off loss on the last Sunday of the season in Kane County on a bases-loaded walk with 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th gave the Cougars the win to knock the Rattlers out of playoff contention. It was a heartbreaking way to end the season. Silva's walk-off home run, though, gave the Rattlers a chance, and it was a big uplifting moment to keep them in the race, just like another game from 2018 that we'll get to later in this series. Next time on Walkoff Into the Weekend.
Swinging a line drive, base hit center field. Here comes Howell. Terang has won it for the Rattlers.
Thank you for watching this video, and before you go, please give us a like and subscribe. Have a great weekend, baseball fans.